Hey everyone, my name is Ashley Rush and I'm an independent creative memories advisor located in North Carolina. Today I'm going to teach you how to make a really cute pop-up card using the Creative Memories 12-inch trimmer, the Party Time collection, and a sheet of cardstock. So to begin, we need to take a sheet of cardstock and cut it to 6 by 12. So I'm just going to slide this in here. Extend my arm. All right, so once you have a 6 by 12 sheet of paper, you're actually going to turn it the other way and you're going to need to score it. So no separate scoring tool needed. The trimmer actually has a scoring blade available. So I'm just going to swap out my blades. And then slide my sheet of paper back under the trimmer. So you're going to make 4 scoring lines. The first line is going to be at 10 inches. And I usually just go over that once or twice. Then you're going to slide the paper down to 8 and make another scoring line. Okay. Then you're going to bring the paper all the way down to 4. And then the last scoring line will be at 2. So for those following along, that's 4 scoring lines at 2, 4, 8, and 10, or 10, 8, 4, and 2. Once you have your 4 scoring lines, we're going to need our straight blade back in the trimmer. So I'm just going to pop open the housing unit and replace the braids. I love how simple that is. All right, so now you did the scoring lines this way. We're going to rotate the paper 90 degrees and you're going to line it up at 1.5 inches. I find that when I'm doing smaller measurements like that, I like to use the ruler on this side of the trimming line. So I'm going to move at 1.5 inches. Now here's the tricky part. You're only actually going to cut between the first and last scoring line. So that is between the 2 and 10 inch mark. If you have the 12-inch trimmer from Creative Memories, this is going to be easy because this line here actually marks where you are cutting on your paper. So I'll line that up, bring it up towards the top, and stop at that 2-inch mark. All right, you're just going to flip your paper over so that you can repeat the same on the other side. So again, we're lining up at the 1.5 inch mark. And then we are going to cut from the first scoring line at 2 inches down to the last at 10 inches. You should now have a paper that looks something like this. Now it's time to make the folds, and I'm going to set my trimmer aside. All right, to fold up your pop-up card, it's just a matter of making a series of peaks and valleys. So if this is the left side of the card, that's where we're going to start. And these the top and bottom pieces here, we're actually going to make valleys out of. So those are going to be folded, actually, I guess that would be considered a mountain. So those are going to be folded down to create mountains. Then the opposite is going to be a valley, and then another mountain, and then another valley. And then you're going to repeat that on the bottom side. So mountain, valley, mountain, valley. Right? So the tops and bottoms should be identical, And this middle strip is going to be the opposite. You don't even really need to fold this first line, but when we get here, that's going to be a mountain. Then that means this will be a valley. And then we've got another mountain. So you should be able to close the card. If you've got a part that's sticking out like I do here, that just means that you missed a fold a little bit and you can recorrect. So it should fold and look like this. So here's the side view so you guys can sort of see. Again, the top and the bottom of the card are going to be identical, and the middle strip is going to be opposite of the top and bottom card. So it looks like this when it's fully opened, and when it's flat, it should fold up into a nice rectangle. Once you have this all folded out, you guys can use strips of leftover paper and cardstock to decorate. So I've pre-folded this sheet here, and I've written out all of the measurements of the different rectangles. You can choose to do a different color or paper in each rectangle. You can overlap some, you can leave some blank and expose the cardstock. It's really up to you. So this is what it looks like when you use some paper in places. So you can see I've used the Party Time Bright, and I've got a really fun birthday card. When you've got the card popped open, you don't really see these white rectangles here, so you don't have to decorate them if you don't want to, because this is how it'll look when it's displayed on a shelf. If you choose to decorate the entire front cover in a solid color, make sure you do not adhere onto these rectangles. Otherwise, you're not going to get the pop that you're wanting. So I have an example here. Here I used a solid piece of cardstock on the front cover to make it look solid, but I'm still able to pop because I did not put adhesive on the corners in this area. So using this formula, you can make any number of cards with different themes. These are obviously birthday. These would make great just because cards, Christmas, whatever. All right, thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you leave a comment, like, and subscribe. I'll see you next week. Bye.